Hi, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. My name is Sonika and the recipe that I'm showing you today is a recipe which is a brilliant starter. So what we're making today is called as Kurkuri fried Arbi. Let's quickly take a look at the ingredients as how to make it. Arbi or colocassia, rice flour, semolina, ginger garlic paste, roasted cumin and coriander powder, finely chopped mint and coriander leaves, crushed black pepper, salt, turmeric powder, red chilli powder, tamarind pulp. Now that we've run through all the ingredients to make it, let's start putting the recipe together, for which I've got a bowl and I've got the Arbi or colocassia, which is perfectly boiled and it's nice and soft and it's slightly warm at this stage. So I'm going to get it into a bowl and I'm going to mash it using a potato masher. Now I want to mash it till it's nice and perfectly smoothly mashed, and when it's hot it really just helps me do that faster. So I've mashed the Arbi and it's nicely mashed. I don't have, even if you have a couple of coarse bits around, that's fine. Okay, so to this we're going to add a couple of spices. I'm going to start with some salt, so a hint of salt for some seasoning. Then let's add a good amount of red chilli powder. Next, I'm also going to add a slight hint of crushed black pepper, some turmeric powder. I have some roasted cumin and roasted coriander seeds which we have pounded very coarsely. So I'm going to add some of that. I'm just going to rub it on my hands a little. Next, I'm going to add some ginger garlic paste. Next, I'm also going to add some tamarind paste for some khatas or some tang in it. So now I'm just going to roughly mix all of these. Arbi is something which is really sticky. It's a lot like potatoes, but it's much more sticky and it is a root vegetable. So to all the ingredients in the bowl, I'm going to add some rice flour. Rice flour is what makes it beautiful and crispy once we're frying it. So in goes some rice flour. I'm also going to add in a little bit of semolina and we're going to save some for later to coat this in. And now I'm going to use my hands to bring all of this together till it looks a little similar to a dough. So I'm almost done kneading this, but just before I'm done, I'm going to add a final ingredient, and that is some fresh chopped coriander and mint for a burst of freshness in each bite of the starter. So after adding the mint, I want to mix this really well together. Arbi is mixed along with the flour and all the masalas and it's ready. We're going to start coating this and then fry it. So for the coating, I'm going to take some rice flour. I'm going to mix a little bit of semolina with this, so it's nice and crunchy, and season it with a little bit of salt and some crushed black pepper. Let's give this a good mix. And we're going to put this aside. So now what I need to do is shape the Arbi into discs and fry them, and I don't want them to stick to my hand, and for that I'm just going to take a little bit of water in a bowl and we're going to start shaping the Arbi. So I'm just going to wet my palm slightly. I'm going to take a portion of this mixture, like a tiny portion, and flatten it out nicely. Just press them between your palms and flatten it out. Okay, so once I have this thing around 1/2 centimeter thick, I'm going to use a cookie cutter and cut this out into a shape. So why I'm using a cookie cutter is because I want to ensure that all of the Arbis that I fry, this mixture, are of the same shape and look similar to each other. So once that is done, I'm just going to wet my hands a little more and apply some water on this and roll it in the flour and the semolina mixture. So I've shaped these out into beautiful diskettes and I've dusted off the extra flour, and now I'm all set to shallow fry them. To shallow fry these, I've got a pan which I'm going to apply some oil on. So a little bit of oil on the pan. Once the oil is moderately hot, I'm going to place the Arbi on it. And now I'm going to fry these till they go golden brown and crisp on both sides. And while I'm frying them, I just want to press them down slightly just to flatten them out more, so that you get more of a crispy bite than of the stickiness of Arbi. So this is not going to take very long to cook, since we've also shaped them in really tiny shapes. About a minute or two on each side should be good enough. And we also used cooked Arbi in this, so there's not much cooking to do. So I'm flipping these around so that they cook and get this beautiful color on the other side as well. So fried the arbi on both sides, and since we've rolled it out so nice and thin and the arbi is already cooked, these are ready. So I'm going to get them out in absorbent paper. And all we need to do now is plate it. And for that, I've got a plate here with me, and I'm just going to stack these up around it. So here it is, a very simple recipe which gets made within a jiffy. Kurkuri fried arbi. Make sure you try this recipe because it is a fabulous one. Hi, I'm Sonika and you're watching me on Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. If you like the videos that we're doing on our channel and if you are learning something from them, make sure you do subscribe to the channel.